I'd like to play a game. Perhaps one that addresses those sticky fingers of yours. I've had my eyes on you, and I do not like what I see.
Help! Hey, help! Help, please!
Your job as a custodian is a noble one, sanitizing and sterilizing the hospital, helping patients avoid sickness. All you have to do is click the dial across the 5 positions, and you will live to see another day. You have 60 seconds, but there is a sickness inside you that needs to be excised. You have the ability to not only save your soul today, but your sight.
Help, please!
Welcome back to Night News. Before we start, please like the video for more excellent content. Saw X. John Kramer is informed that he only has a few months to live because of his advanced brain cancer.
What the fuck is that?
What is it? What is it?
I don't know what the fuck all of these things are. Medical supplies, I think, and...
Following a CT scan, he sees a caretaker robbing a patient in the adjacent room and imagines himself in a trap where the caretaker fails to turn a dial, breaking all the fingers on his right hand.
There's this thing in there that says play me. I'm not gonna touch that thing.
And then has both of his eyeballs removed by vacuum tubes. The custodian returns the pilfered goods after spotting John outside the patient's window. Afterwards, John goes to a cancer support group, where he meets Henry Kessler, who says he was also diagnosed with terminal cancer. Later on, John meets Henry, who appears to be in good health and who says he was healed of cancer by an experimental Norwegian treatment being administered by a team under the direction of Dr. Peterson. When John, in a desperate state, calls Cecilia, the doctor's daughter, she directs him to her clinic in Mexico City. Diego, the cab driver, drives John to the clinic, where he meets Dr. Cortez, Mateo, Valentina, and Cecilia. He also meets Parker Sears, a recent surgical patient, and Gabriella, a young woman who says she was treated by Cecilia. Additionally, John befriends a young neighbor named Carlos, and the two grow closer after John mends his bike. Following his surgery, Cecilia informs John that he is cancer-free when he awakens. Reviving, John buys a gift for Gabriella, but, when he returns to the clinic, he discovers it abandoned and knows that the entire thing was a hoax. After realizing that Dr. Cortez was actually Diego in disguise, John abducts and questions him. He then puts Diego in a trap, forcing him to hack through his flesh in order to remove explosives that are wired to his arms. Diego pulls this off successfully. After Amanda Young, Jigsaw's apprentice, kidnaps Cecilia, Mateo, Valentina, and Gabriella, the four escape and find themselves subjects of John and Amanda's jigsaw games when they wake up at the clinic. Valentina's mission is to use a Gigli saw to cut off her leg and remove enough bone marrow to release a key, allowing her to escape. She manages to cut off her leg, but not before another Gigli saw decapitates her because she cannot flee in time. After disemboweling Valentina's corpse, Cecilia calls for help by luring her phone with her intestines as a rope. However, Amanda subdues Cecilia and takes away the phone. Parker says he wants his money back and breaks into the clinic. Parker is being held down by Amanda as Mateo is made to drill into his own skull in order to extract a key that requires cutting away some of his cerebral tissue. He succeeds, but a hot mask shuts on his face, killing him, because the tissue takes too long to disintegrate. After that, Gabriella is exposed to ionizing radiation while hanging from shackles around her wrist and ankle. She has to break free from the chains by using a sledgehammer. When she does, John gives Amanda the order to take her to the hospital. But before she can, Cecilia is forced to be freed by the now free Parker at gunpoint. After breaking Gabriella's neck, Cecilia explains that she called Parker, a con artist, to set her free. John is made to chain himself in her trap by her. Upon hearing Carlos outside the institution, she notices that John has made a friend with the youngster. She then locks him up opposite John on a seesaw-style trap, waterboarding them both with blood. When Parker and Cecilia go to get the bag of cash they took from John's control room, a tripwire trips, trapping Parker and Cecilia inside and releasing John and Carlos. John discloses that Diego deceives Cecilia into enticing him to the facility by outing all of the con artists, including Parker and Henry. Cecilia and Parker are forced to fight as a lethal toxic gas fills the room, with only a ventilation hole big enough to fit a single person's head, providing a window of escape. After Cecilia kills Parker with a knife, she is left behind in prison and witnesses John, Amanda, and Carlos, to whom John provided the money, leaving the facility. 79% of 140 critic reviews on review aggregate Rotten Tomatoes are positive, with an average rating of 6.5 out of 10. The consensus on the website says, Saw X revitalizes the series with an episode that has a surprising amount of heart to go with all the gore, led by a franchise best performance by Tobin Bell. Based on the opinions of 24 critics, the weighted average website Metacritic gave the movie a score of 60 out of 100, signifying mixed or average reviews. On both platforms, it has received the highest rating in the series, surpassing both the first, 50%, and third, 48 out of 100, movies, respectively. According to Cinema Score's audience survey, the movie received an average grade of B on an A+ to F scale. In contrast, Post-Track's audience survey awarded the movie an 82% overall positive score, with 62% of respondents indicating they would definitely recommend it. As of October 18, 2023, Saw X has made $73.1 million in total revenue worldwide, including $43.2 million in the US and Canada and $29.9 million in other regions. I appreciate you coming, and please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you.